Hello, grade 6. Welcome to the social class. Today we are going to learn about Unit 4, Focus on Culture. As you know, we are learning about different cultures and different aspects of the culture. Lesson 4, One World, Many Cultures. From your student book, page number 144 till 151, and from your activity book, page number 85 till 88. So let us begin. Objectives. What are the objectives of our lesson? Identify the traits that define the culture. So we are going to talk about the points that can explain us that what is the culture. Explain how culture traits spread, how different cultures spread to the different countries. Analyze different examples of different cultures. We are going to talk about different examples of different cultures. Consider what brings cultures together and what drives them apart. What is the reason people get together related to the cultures and what is the reason they get a part of it. Cultural traits. Cultural traits are the characteristics of a culture. For example, language, food, clothing, customs, literature, art and beliefs, these are the different traits. These are the different characteristics. Let us see some example. Different cultures. Let us see the example. Let us compare two different countries, USA and KSA. The food we eat in USA are the burgers, American burgers. They are famous food. In contrast, in KSA, we love to eat rice with chicken. In USA, people get dressed in this way with jeans and pants. In KSA, the boys have to wear a white robe and the girls with the long dresses. In USA, the arts looks like this, but in KSA, the arts contains a calligraphy. So these are the different things. If we can see, the first pictures, they are food. The second picture, they are talking about the clothes. And the third picture, they are talking about the arts. But both of the countries have different ideas and different ways to represent their food, language, culture, their clothes and their arts. People and culture on the move. Cultures are dynamic. This means they change all the time. Different people meet different people. They exchange ideas and pick up cultural traits from each other. People from one culture may use cultural traits from other cultures. This is called cultural borrowing. So we understand that people from different places go to different places and take their culture to them and bring their culture with them with their countries. Factors that can affect the culture. Trade. Since ancient times, traders would travel to bring back wares from faraway lands. The items they bought and sold helped cultural trades to spread. For example, spices from the Far East influenced the foods of Europe. Language. Sometimes words from one language have no equivalent translation in another language. When people of different language groups meet, some words from the one language may make their way into the other language. Spreading those ideas, we have many languages which are the mixture of different languages. For example, if we talk about Urdu, it's a language of Pakistan. It's a mixture of different languages. Colonialism. During the colonial era, the British believed that British culture was the best and the highest form of culture. So they tried to force it onto other colonies. British culture also changed because of the cultures of the colonies, because wherever they go, they pick up their culture also. War. War changes cultures in many ways. It forces people to move from one place to another and leave their home. So wherever they go, they have to pick their culture. During or after war, artists may tell the stories and write the poetry, or do the theaters, or do the movies related to the war. This war itself become the new theme of the country's culture. It represents what happens before and how the culture has changed. Tourism. Tourists choose destinations with interesting cultures. Tourists like to visit cultural places such as historic sites, galleries, and museums. They enjoy popular culture. They eat their food, they entertain with their culture, and they enjoy with the local people. This can bring different foreign ideas back to their home with different languages and the way of eating, the designs, and the customs. Communication and its importance. We know that if we need to communicate with anyone, we should know how to communicate in a well way. Communication is the act of conveying message from one person to another through any medium. The medium can be anything like television, radio, um, telephone, or emails, letters, or internet, anything. People from different cultural backgrounds should adjust to improve communication with one another. This can help them to understand each other in a better way. Case of plane crash in Tenerife. In 1977, two airplanes collided in Tenerife, killing 583 people. The investigation explains that the conversation between the pilot, the first officer, and the air traffic controller was unclear, and their different cultures led to misunderstanding about the instructions to take off. A small misunderstanding takes 583 people's life. So that's why we are talking about communication. It is really important to build a communication. Let us discuss the summary. Cultural traits are characteristics of a culture. Examples of cultural traits include language, food, clothing, customs, literature, art, and belief. Since ancient times, traders would travel to bring back wares from faraway lands. When people of different languages groups meet, some words from the one language may make their way into other language, spreading those ideas. During the colonial era, the British believed that British culture was the best and the highest form of the culture. War changes culture in many ways. It forces people to move from their homes to other countries. Tourists choose destinations with interesting cultures. The invention of radio, television, and internet has allowed people to exchange cultural ideas very quickly all around the world. In Rwanda, there are two main ethnic groups, the Hutus and Tutsis. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you understand what is the cultural trait, what are the cultures, and how different cultures come from one place to another, and how there is a mixture of cultures. See you next time.